All right. Welcome for those of you that have come to watch me fumble my way through Pericle Gathering Darkness. I appreciate it. And those that are watching on YouTube later, I appreciate that as well. So, Pericle Gathering Darkness I'll just call it Pericle from now on. It is a successful Kickstarter that, it's probably about a year ago. I lose track of when I back things, but received it relatively recently, along with I think everyone else. And I've not seen much in the way of playthroughs, so I thought I'd do an initial playthrough. I'm only going to go through it, assuming I can stream this long, just through the first battle. I don't want to give away much in the way of spoilers, but there will be spoilers. So if you do not want any spoilers at all, please stop now and watch later, maybe after you've played through a bit. But we will be starting with creating a character party, and I'm just going to use pre-gens. So we'll start there, and if I get through the first battle before I need to stop, which I think we will, then we'll stop after that first battle. So again, I will drop a link in the video on YouTube to show where you can get the game, because you can now get the game. And let me do a quick command in chat for those that are in here. There we go. And you can take a look at that too if you'd like. So let's jump in. And this is the website, obviously. And you can buy the game here. You can buy a bunch of supplements, cards. I actually do have like magic cards, and we won't be showing those now, but I have magic cards, and I think it's discipline cards. Unfortunately, my dog ate part of the deck, but that's another story. So let's get into the app. So I'm in Pericle app to start. I've put the font way up just so that it's easier for you all to see and read. So I will click on, we're going to start. Actually, let me show you around before we go to creating a new party. You can go to learn to play. And here we'll give you, this is some of these standees players. But you can kind of go through each section, and there's a number of great videos. We won't go through that now, but you can go through videos there. Settings coming soon. If you click on more, there's an FAQ, there's errata. You can go directly to the rulebook. So we have a hard copy of the rulebook with me today, and the hero handbook. And if you did do the Kickstarter, then you also get a Varger, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, ancestry. The standee guide is cool because this does come with standees. And if you're not sure, because there are quite a few standees, if you're not sure kind of which is which, you can click into here. And if you go into dwarves as an example, you can kind of see these will match up with, see if I can find one of the dwarves. Or actually, let's go to the Everkin. I know I have one of the Everkins. So you might not see this very well because it's smallish. But here is the actual standee for one of the Everkin. So anyway, yeah, you can kind of go through here and take a look. So I will get back out of that, and we are going to go directly into the game. You can also turn the sound on and off. I don't think shouldn't be any music playing at the moment, but if there is, then you should start hearing it. So we'll see that. So we will start with creating a new party. And I'll call the party name. I'm just going to call it Gwydion fodder. I don't know. And we'll play 4. And you can play right now. You only have the option to play 3 or 4. So obviously you can play this solo. You can play this with other folks here that are with you. I've tried to find some ways to play online, and I have some ideas, but it's outside the scope of what we're going to do today. So we're gonna start with just using pre-gens, and I've already decided who I want to use just to make it the video a little bit shorter. So I'm going to use Emira. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She is an Everkin archer, and all of these should populate themselves already. So she does have, I believe it's some type of initiative bonus. Again, I'm new to this, so bear with me. Hey, Bellamorte, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Playing a little Pericle Gathering Darkness. Varia. So Varia is a human sword and shield, so kind of a fighter type. And then I'm going to play Barrowin, because everyone needs a wizard. Everyone needs a wizard. And then I've got Bedir, who is a spell strike. I have no idea if this is an optimal party. I just what made sense and interesting to me, so that's what I selected. So then we're going to start, and this I think will jump right into the game. So if the sound is not transmitting, I'll pause for a second, but I'll check. Let's see. And I think there is, yeah, I think that is a known bug. Apologize, but let me go directly to this. Let's just do the basic. Let's use the basic video player. There's no reason to make this complicated. And then I think just play.
The salt spray of the ocean, burning sunlight, rusted iron shackles that bind your wrists. This has been your world for weeks as you've drifted in and out of consciousness on a foreign helot ship. Your hands have long blistered from rowing. Your back has felt the lash of the whip, and your skin has baked beneath the angry glare of the sun. Just as you began to wonder how much longer you could survive, the vessel made port against a jagged, sun-bleached coastline. Then, you and your fellow helots were herded into Porta City, the capital of the city-state of Porta. After passing through the great bronze gate, you and the other helots are paraded through the streets to a mass of heckling citizens. Surrounded by banners, beating drums, and trumpets, it's as if you are receiving a king's welcome, until you spy the soaring walls of the fighting pit in the distance. You're pushed through iron gates and the screaming crowd as you file into the arena. Inside, another set of iron-bound doors open, revealing a dusty staircase leading into shadows. Then, you descend from the rapture of cheering Porta into the underworld below the fighting pits that hold the damned souls, purchased to bleed and die in the sands of the arena above. You've been herded into a large chamber, a holding pen of sorts with racks of weapons lining the walls. An iron gate serves as the chamber's back wall, through which you can see a stairway leading up to the glare of the sun and the arena filled with bloodthirsty patrons.
All right, I did not want to talk over that, so apologize for going quiet on you, but I did not want to talk over it. So let's just see where we go from there. We've gone through the video, and now we will hit continue. All right, so clearly we're in a prison. So I'll read this just in case you guys can't see that. And it looks like there's a little bit of background music. It might be super soft for you. So a Portan stalks into the holding chamber, cudgel in his grasp. I'm Tarkin, the arena's taskmaster. It's my job to mold you from worms into battle-hardened pit fighters. Prove yourselves in the arena, and you'll live another wretched day. Fail, and you'll become just another stain in the sand. To celebrate our new shipment of helots, the Magravine, I think that's how you pronounce it, has declared an entire day of arena fights. Porta is hungry for blood. Each hero may attempt a moderate lore check, AD plus 0, to see if they know anything about Porta. Okay, so I have all my pre-gens. I actually laminated these. So let me just look at each one, and we'll do these checks. So it's AD moderate lore check. Okay, and I believe if you don't have any lore, it's just 0. So give me a second. I'm going to open, this is a product called Vorpal Board, and I've loaded into this the dice so that we could just do this online. So we will start with, and I think it's just a straight action die. So we'll do one for Bearwin is the first one I have up, so that's just an automatic miss. The next one is Varia. So let's see how Varia does. She is, I don't think any of them have. All right, so Varia gets a success. That's awesome. That is a critical success. I don't think that matters in this case, but it's one success. Another failure. And then Vedir, success. So we got one success and one critical. Close that. So at least one hero succeeded. And again, if you want to have the tutorial to learn about the skill checks, and I might need that for combat, but we can do that. But at least one hero succeeded. All right, so it gives us a map, which is kind of cool. Okay, the realm of Jaria encompasses the handful of islands scattered throughout the Sea of Fire, and Porta is the largest kingdom within it. Volos, the only other kingdom within Jaria, has been at odds with Porta since the founding of the two kingdoms. Both kingdoms lay claim to the whole of Jaria and fight over lucrative trade routes through the Sea of Fire. The two entities lie on the brink of all-out war with each other. Porta has a renowned military, and its citizens worship Sindor, god of warfare. Their warlike nature has wound itself into the very fabric of the nation. Portans value strength of arm, sharpness of blade, and the willingness to act. Trials by combat are protected by Portan law, and as long as there are bystanders present to witness the outcome, Portans are free to brawl, duel, and even kill in order to settle disputes. All right. Thanks, Divinity Chain, excuse me. Thank you for popping by. Perfect timing. All right. The opening fight will be against a troll we caught after it ambushed a merchant train. It ate 4 soldiers and killed 2 horses before it was subdued. We haven't fed it since we chained it in the animal pens last week. By now, it's been driven mad with hunger. Any of you helots brave or foolish enough to fight it? Tarkin glares at the mass of helots crowded before him. His eyes settle upon yours and he steps forward. I heard you lot were brought in for piracy, Tarkin growled. Well, you're helots now, pit fighters bound to the sands of the arena. Pick your steel and pray to Sindor that it serves you well. You'll either leave as victors, or you'll be torn to pieces by the troll. Now move. The guards push you to select a weapon from the weapons rack. Now, I'm going to take a moment to first welcome Divinity Chained. He's very active on the Pericle forum, so I really appreciate you stopping by. And I might be asking you a number of questions because I've only played one time and I know I did combat. I'm sure I screwed it up. So thanks for stopping by. I've always played this since I have the pre-gens and I've only done this once. I already have weapons on the pre-gen, so I'm just going to go with the weapons I have and say, hey, we're going to use those. All right, we're going to fight the troll. All right, so let me click on Fight the Troll. Let's see the video first.
Tarkan nods, and 2 guards crank open the iron gate at the top of the stairs. You're doused in dust and blinding sunlight. The cacophony of the crowd is almost unbearable. The tip of a spear prods you to move, and, as your bare feet touch the burning sand, a gate on the far side of the arena begins to open. From the shadows, a hulking beast emerges. The troll bellows and pounds its massive fists into the sand as it spots you. It bares its yellowed fangs and bellows as it charges towards you.
All right, so we are going to fight the troll. Got a little combat mask. So let's do this. I'm going to, yep, there we go. Make Discord smaller. I'm going to turn on the actual, have a camera set up. So this should work. All right. So this is the board that comes. It's really sturdy, and it's, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to have on the top right is my board. Apologies, it's a little bit, I don't normally do playthroughs, so it might be a little bit janky. And then on the bottom is a Vorpal board where I've loaded in the custom dice so that we can kind of do it all together. So I'm going to read on the left side of the screen here, welcome to lower combat screen. Okay, great. So let's look around a bit. The enemies, the map. So it does show you, like in this case, I've already placed the troll. I didn't want to have to do that on screen. So it basically, he starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes in. And if you can kind of see that, that's where I have him. And then the heroes, I think I have them right. You can just barely make them out, but I have them down at the bottom of the screen. You can click the map preview to enlarge it. This will help you pick the correct map in the box, as well as where to place standees, okay? It looks like he has 40 hit points. go next. Conditions of victory, it tells you how you are victorious. Enlarge the map preview. Okay, great. All right, click exit setup when you're ready to begin combat. I think we are ready. Okay, so now it's telling us a little bit how combat happens. And we'll go through this, obviously, step by step. Anytime to access the main menu, all right. Explainer, okay. Click at any time to return to the screen setup. This is an enemy card. Yeah, this is cool. You can, I think, track most everything, I believe. Initiative, yep. Who will move first? Prompted to roll. Lore Master will roll after that. So you roll initiative to begin with. Whoever wins, you can decide if we want to go first or second. And it is when you move, everyone moves together, and then you finish that, and then the monsters move before you go into the action phase, as I understand it. Yeah, here we go. Movement. Yeah, I'm not going to read through all of these because we'll be walking through this, but rest assured it gives you a lot of detail on how to walk through in your first time, which is really nice. Right. Okay. Action phase. Okay. All right. I'm just going to close this now, and we're going to get into, so we did the scenario details. This actually says the troll is max 35, but I think it'll tell us. All right, got our heroes set up, so let's, scenario details. Combat ends when the troll is unconscious, or all heroes are dead or unconscious. Great. We'll see how we do. Hey, Melanin, thanks for popping by. Doing something a little different today. This is a playthrough of Pericle Gathering Darkness. All right, initiative. So the rest of the turn, it'll roll initiative, but I'm just going to click on roll initiative and see how we do. Enemies have won the initiative, of course. So enemies have won the initiative and move first. I don't know if this is a quirk of how I minimize the screen, but this done button is kind of right in the middle of the text. In the action phase, if an enemy and a hero have the same AD, the enemies win, I think is what it says. Press the arrow button next to the turn number to move to the movement phase. So I think that's here. I don't know what the done is for, but let's just say next. And stop me, Divinity Chain, if I'm doing anything wrong. I'll try to look over into chat. All right, enemy moves. So this is where there's, some basic AI. I'm going to see if I can, it's not giving me, I don't know what it says on the bottom here because I'm minimizing this. All right. The troll bellows and charges up to 4 hexes towards the closest hero. If the troll becomes embattled, select the embattled condition on the enemy card. So what that means is embattled is basically when somebody gets within your reach. If you think about 5e, if they come within 1 square of you, or 1 hex in this case, you will become embattled. So I'm going to move over to the board and move him 4 towards the nearest hero. All right, so he's gotten within, looks like about 3 hexes. So in addition to all heroes embattled with the troll, take 1d4 damage from his charge. Oof, thankfully. That's actually a good reason why we probably didn't go first. I didn't think about that. At the very end of the movement phase, after all combatants have moved, the troll will rotate so that it has its front hexes facing the maximum number of heroes. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I don't think I do any, I think this is the card. So I don't think any of these apply. So let's move to the heroes move. All right, heroes turn to move. So this is where I'm not great with tactics, but I think for him, given nobody has a ranged weapon, so I think it makes sense to have folks get in front of him and defend, because you have to call defend before anyone starts their action, I believe. So I think I'm going to try to have 2 circle around him to the sides, and then 2 in front that will defend, that hopefully, won't take damage. So the ones that have the most HP is Varia and Vedir. Of course, they're the ones that are probably the best, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the wizard and the archer behind him if I can. So each of them, movement-wise, they all look like they have 5 movement. So I gotta be careful not to get embattled. So I need to go to the hexes around him if I don't want them to face being embattled. So Varia, I'm gonna have Varia go first. She's up here, so let me move her in front. All right, so Varia went, and then I'm going to have Vedir go and stay in front. All right, and then we'll have Amira and Berwyn try to flank him the best they can. Now, they're not going to be able to get there on the first turn. All right. So, I think that's it. Let's see. I don't know what done. Do you know, Divinity, if I'm supposed to be clicking done? I'm just going to keep clicking up here. I don't know if the done is for the text or what that does, but we'll just go to the next. Everyone's moved. So I already said that the 2 in front will be defending. Maybe in the future I'll find a way to just signify that so I don't forget. So we'll go to the action phase. Okay, so the troll gets to do the action. Moves 4 hexes towards the closest hero. Actually, I should have done that. So they are, my 2 guys are embattled, and the troll would be embattled now as well. I just selected that because we do have 2 heroes in front of him. You should click done after each. So I should click done now. All right, let's see. I see. All right. Let me move it back. Now I get it. So it's let's go back to the troll's turn. Okay. All right. So if it moves adjacent to a hero, select the embattled. Okay, it is embattled. So like Divinity, this doesn't say that he would attack. I mean, it makes sense that he would attack. How do you because it seems to me like it's just saying that he'll move. But would you have it attack and just go outside of the kind of the standard here? I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't say that he would attack. But I think, you know what? I just think it makes sense that he would attack, but it doesn't tell you that, so I guess I'll move forward for now. All right. Varia. Oh, there we go. So it tells you the troll swipes its talons. They deal 1d6 damage with a successful attack. Roll for its attack against its base AD, which is 2. The AD is listed on the enemy card. Okay, here it is up here. So if you look at underneath, got it. Yeah, I forgot that, Divinity. You're right. I did it, but I did it too late. Roll for its attack, which is a 2, and you can see down here it's got movement of 4, dex of 2, knowledge of 0, AD. So I think that's its base AD of 2. If it has more than 1 it can attack, it attacks the embattled hero with the most remaining hit points. So it's going to attack Vedir. So we'll have it roll an action die. 3, awesome. So now, let's see. This is where I think I messed up a little bit before. Divinity, I don't know if this applies to monsters. I think it does. But if I remember right, so as far as facing, these two are in front squares, I believe. So I don't think in that case they would get any plus. They'd get a +2. Okay, so I think that's right. So he swipes and he misses. And I can roll a defense die, but since he missed, I don't think there's any need to. I guess I can do it just to say, hey, we did a defense die. So that would mean he would miss anyway, because I had already said that Vedir was defending. So I think that's all copacetic. He's facing the right way. I think we're good. So I think we'll move forward. All right, Vedir's turn to act. So Vedir is this one right here. and he only has a rapier, and his AD is 3, so he needs to roll. And in this case, actually, sorry, he's defending, so he doesn't do anything. He defended. So and Varia defended, so I think I skipped past her turn. But yeah, I don't know why. Is it because? Let me go back here for a second, because I think I need to do the this. Yeah, I wanted to do. I think it's because I didn't do done. There we go. Now let's do done Vetters. Okay, and he's going to Vetter is definitely also defending. Music stopped, probably something I did. All right, Amira. So now Amira, I think she can move. Let me remind myself what she can do. She's not in battle. If you move 2 or more hexes, or if you move. Okay, available actions. Do 1. So I can't attack with a ranged weapon because I moved several hexes. I can't cast a spell. I can defend, so which I don't need to do that. I don't think. Attack, move. So I want to take a second movement to get behind him. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll do, this is Amira. And so I think even though she's not in battle because she's behind him, but he is in battle. And then we'll go to Bearwin, and Bearwin's going to go and flank, or not flank, the side hex. Okay, got this guy surrounded. All right. So now initiative. So enemies 1 again. So in this case, he moves first, but I doubt he'll move. But let's just see. Cole does not move this turn at the very end of the movement phase. Okay, he'll rotate. But he's already rotating, facing. He might even. Actually, I probably screwed up because now he'll probably turn a bit. Maybe I should have left her at the side. I'll remember time, because now that I have, if he pivots 1 more at the end of the movement phase, he'll have Amira to the side. Yeah, I thought about that. It's all right. All right, heroes move. So in this case, you know what? I can pivot. Let me just see. I'm in battle. I might do that. So if you're in battle, you can only move 1 or 0 hex. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move Amira to the side, because that way I don't think he'd have any reason to pivot to where he's rotated to face more enemies. So now he's still going to stay attacking the folks I want him to attack. I think that makes sense. So nobody else is going to move. So now, again, I'm going to have Varia and Vedir. I want them to defend because they're the strongest. So I think I'll have them both defend, and then the wizard, Amira and Bearwin, will attack. All right, so the troll, and I had to declare that again, so it makes sense. The beast opens its tusked mouth and lunges to bite. Roll for the attack against its base AD, which is 2. The troll has more than 1 hero. It attacks the embattled hero with the lowest remaining HP. So that is going to be Varia. So let's roll action die. 2. Is there anything? Oh, she was defending. So right now, he attacked Varia, but he gets a defense die. So he rolled a 2, and that would normally hit. But let's just see what this does. Yes. So when you get a shield, that's an automatic miss. So thankfully, by her defending, he automatically missed her. So that's awesome. So let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. to complete the turn. Okay, great. So then we go to Vedir. Vedir, unfortunately, and was already defending, so he can't do anything more. The hex touches the enemy, it's embattlement. If the hex touches, oh, right. But like the hero's not embattled if he's behind though, right? They're not embattled. I mean, it doesn't really matter now, but my understanding was you're not embattled unless you're in those front three squares, right? I can follow up with that later, but that I guess I wasn't quite clear on that. All right, so let's see. Amira is up. So Amira is going to attack. So again, her AD is 1. So hopefully she can get a success here. So she got a 2. However, because she is in a side hex, not the one immediately behind, but a side hex, she gets a +2 as I understand it. So she got a 2. So that means that she needs a 1. So she will be able to hit. And this does 2d4 damage. So we'll do 2 here. Roll 2d4. All right, so that's a 7. So that's a nice hit. So we're going to go up to the troll here. And we're going to take off 7, which would give it 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that's good. Then we have Berwyn. And here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but these, yeah, because I have my background on. But this is basically a laminated character sheet. If they don't come laminated, I just laminate them so I can kind of mark on them and reuse them as needed. So we're going to have the wizard use his quarterstaff, and he has an AD of 1. So let's roll the action die. Oh, I thought it was a 1. So he got a 4. He needs to get to a 1, but and he's in a side hex, so he gets to do a pick 2 lower, but it still isn't going to hit. So unfortunately, that is the end of their turn. So I think that's it. Varia, we already said again. I guess I moved too quickly, but I've already done both of them. All right, and then we will done rolling initiative. Heroes, we finally won initiative. Yay! All right, so let's think about. I don't think. I'm tempted to, but yeah, I'm tempted to go ahead and attack with everyone and at least take 1 hit from everybody. So let's do that. Let's kind of have everyone attack, and then maybe next time if I need to, I can actually defend. But I think I'm going to have everybody all out assault on this one. So we're going to say heroes move first. That's fine. Yeah. And in the action phase, maybe hero have the same. Heroes will act first. Great. So we'll say done. Heroes move. I don't know if I have to wait. Yep. Done. Enemies move. Troll bots what it believes to be an easy meal and sidesteps from its position with agility. Pivot the troll 1 hex towards the hero with the fewest remaining hit points. So that is going to be 12. So I guess we'll say the wizard, the weakest. I think that's a pivot like that. So, okay. The very end of the movement phase, the troll rotates. So, okay. Well, I think it already said. So he's facing on the front end. He's facing Berwyn. And I already said I can't defend because I've already made that call. So everyone's going to attack. So Vedir is first. So Vedir is in front, so he won't get any bonuses. So he's just going to do an outright attack. So let's do this attack. Awesome. That's a normal hit. And he does 2d4 with his rapier. Oh, sorry. I was thinking I was in fantasy grounds there. We'll take whatever this is. So 8. Oh, gosh. He did 8. He did max damage. No. Sorry. He did 1 + 4. I didn't realize I rolled the action die. So he did 5. So he's down to 23. All right. And that was Vedir. So Vedir's done. Now we go to Amira. And Amira has a rapier, so she's going to attack with her rapier. And Amira is here, which is to the side. So again, she should get +2, as I understand it. So let's roll the action die. Oh my God. Oh, I think that's a critical miss. I don't remember critical miss. I think that's a critical miss. I don't remember if that causes anything specific. Critical failure. It just automatically fails, I think. That's no bueno, but that's what it is. Amira failed. So now we have Varia to act. Come on, Varia. Boy, I went out on a limb and nobody defended. So short swords. Come on, let's do this. She is directly behind him. So this is going to be a +4. So that's awesome. I wonder if I can, in the future, I think I can actually add a positive and negative. Let's not worry about that. It's easy math. Critical success. Awesome. That is flipping awesome. So let's remember what that does. Critical success. That's right. You roll the crit success die, which I have on here. So that is that's just a 1-star. 1-star aura torch. Let's see. One of the crits, okay, it's fine. The special dice icons with 1 or 2 stars. The 2-star indicates the damage should be doubled. The 1-star indicates damage is normal. Okay, so unfortunately it's normal in this case. So it didn't really do anything. However, she did hit. So we are going to do 1d6 plus 1d4. So let's do 1d4, 1d6. Oh, just one of these and take this off. And then roll. All right, so she did 3 points of damage. Not great, but it's something. It's something. Now the troll go. The beast opens its tusk mouth and lunges to bite. Roll for the attack against its base AD. Please, please don't hit the wizard, man. Wizard's gonna go down. So let's do this. The hit. All right. The attack deals 1d6 damage if it hits. So do the 1d6. Yes, yes. So I've got these dry erase markers. And for now, I'm just going to cross off 12 hit points and just for the moment, actually, never mind. There is a section for current HP, so I'm going to put 11 for current HP. All right. So now Berwyn's turn to act. So Berwyn's going to try to do what he can with his quarterstaff. So let's do that. And let's roll. Ooh, I thought that was going to be a 4. So that's a success, normal success. And he is straight on with the troll. So there's nothing else to do there, but he does 2d4 damage. So let's make sure I have the 6 down to 0, 2d4, and let's force minimum damage. He's down to 18, so we're getting there. Making some progress. That's good. All right. Come on, win initiative. Yes, yes, yes. We'll do the hero's move first, because I just want to get this guy out of here. It's our first battle here. Let's get him out. All right. So, embattled. Nobody's really taken much damage, so boy, I feel like I should just go all out. So I'm gonna keep, we're gonna keep going all out and just hack the heck out of this guy and hope to take him down. So let's do that. All right, hero's turn to move. Again, we're not moving, we're not doing any of that. Enemies move. So he's gonna stay with the wizard. He spots an easy meal. So now Vedir, and I think that's because Vedir's base, his dex is 2. Well, I'm not sure why Vedir goes before Varia, because Varia's dex is higher, but I don't know. So Vedir will go, and Vedir is, again, right in front. So he will not get any benefits, just straight up attack. Critical, critical failure. No bueno. All right, so that is Vedir, and we're going to Varia. Varia, come on now, let's do this. All right, so it's a hit. Awesome. And she does 1d6 plus 1d4. So let's do the 1d4, 1d6, and we will roll. And that is a 5. Yep, 5. So down to 13. We're getting there, making progress. I like it. I like it. Let's go to Amira. And Amira, again, is in a side hex, so she's going to get a +2. Like I said, I don't think there's a way, but it's all good. So she's going to roll. She's got a 4, and Amira needs, she has a 1. So 4, and I can take 2 more. I can basically take 2 off, and that'll still get her to a 2. So Amira is going to miss, fortunately. The troll goes ahead of Berwyn. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. Maybe it is based on the dexterity. The troll swipes. All right, let's do this. 3. Yeah, but that's fine. It doesn't get any other benefits or any other pluses or minuses, so a 3 actually misses. Whew. Thank gosh. All right, we'll go to Berwyn. So Berwyn is just gonna take that quarterstaff and he is going to swing away. Of course, the wizard just scared the you know what out of him, so he misses. All right, we're done. 13 HP. I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling like, given there's only been 1 hit, we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. Just hack away at this thing. Let's do it. Let's hope that the troll doesn't go first. Enemies move. All right, shoot. Troll doesn't move. The heroes would move, but they're not gonna move. All right. Now the troll acts. Oh God. Makes an attack against each embattled hero in its 3 front hex. So it's going to get Vedir and Berwyn. I guess I got a little too cocky. Roll the attack separately against each hero, rolling its base AD of 2. Ooh. So he's going to start, let's just say he starts against Berwyn. So this is against Berwyn. That's a hit, and the hit is going to do 2d4 damage. Ooh, it does 5. So Berwyn takes 5. So we need to start paying attention to Berwyn, because that actually takes him down to 6. Yeah, it's not good. And then he's going to flail his arms. 1, yeah, that's a hit too. 2d4, and that's against Vedir. Oh my God, max damage 8. So that's down to 7. Okay. We're going to have to do some defending next time if we can't take this guy down. That was painful. All right, Varia, let's see what she can do, man. We really need her to be successful. Come on, Varia. Let's get a critical hit. 2. That is a hit, thankfully. I thought that was going to fall on a critical miss. So at least it's a hit. 1d6 plus 1d4. And that is 9. That's nice. So awesome. So that's Varia. That's great. And then Vedir's turn to act. Vedir's like, gosh, I need to get this thing taken out. So see what he can do. Vedir is in front, so it's not really gonna. Ugh. Did he get anything? No, he's in the front side. Oh God, he's got a really good attack too. Nope, doesn't do it. Amira is gonna go, and she's gonna try here. Amira had 1 though. That's gonna work. Okay, that's awesome. So 2d4. Let's do that. Okay, a 5. That's not. Oh, 5. Yes, they killed it. Amira with the rapier in this thing's side, and she kills it. So put that down to 0. The trail, yeah, and I think that's just goes to victory, I believe. All right, let's do this. Congrats, every member of your party is awarded 1 XP. So, we can mark 1 XP on each of these. They can conduct a rest, which allows them to recover an exhaustion. I think exhaustion, I haven't honestly gone past this battle, so I don't know. I think that's more related to spells, and I think it takes energy for spells. During rest, you can maybe use disciplines. I don't think they have any of that at the very first level or level 0 or 1. Yeah, I think that's right. And let's see, contend to wounds, magical items and potions may be used. All right, good. Oh, nice. The troll is dead. Let's turn off this for a minute. And we'll put this down. All right, with your final blow, the troll falls back and collapses in the sand. The beast is bloodied, exhausted, and barely clinging to life. Or you can act, a heralding trumpet sound, and the roar of the crowd falls to murmur. Players who are using a pre-generated hero should replace their Hero Sheet 1 with Hero Sheet 2, which is an improved version of your pre-generated hero. Pre-generated heroes gain 1 XP, the same as created heroes. Record your 1 XP gain from the combat on your character sheet. So you won't be able to see this very well, I don't think, but this side is the 1, and if you flip it over, again, I have these laminated, so it's a little glossy. This is 2, so it has a little bit different stats, a little upgraded stats. All right, a difficult decision. We'll go through this, and then I'll probably just call. Don't want to give away anything more from this. Your eyes are drawn to movement atop the luxurious pallet above the other seats. A woman in regal attire walks to the edge of her shaded platform and looks down upon you. Her jewelry a stark contrast to the sweaty citizenry below. I can't remember the last time fresh helots took down such a beast, declares the woman. Seeing as the troll isn't dead, there's only one more thing to do. Either slaughter the beast or let it live. Which will it be, pirate? Okay, honestly, I am not going to do this decision because I don't want any spoiler here. Your actions do have consequences, so I suspect, depending on what I do, it will change. I'm going to mute this now. It will change, I think, a little bit of the story, or maybe give you something. So I don't want to, I don't want to spoil that. So that was relatively quick, but that's really all I wanted to go through. Just wanted to give a little bit of a sense of how the game plays, what it's like. I enjoy it. I mean, it's fun. Combat is pretty easy. You have to kind of get used to a little bit of the action die, but there's a little bit of nuance to it and strategy, as you saw. I mean, I had one party member almost go down, so thankfully we were able to overcome that. So, yeah, I mean. Unless there's any other questions in chat, Divinity Chained, again, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I don't want to give away too many spoilers, so I'm just going to call it there. A couple things I guess I'll touch on just to show you, if you did get through this and for some reason wanted to redo, kind of like a choose your own adventure, and you want to go back or maybe use inspiration to re-roll, you click on redo. Might be a little hard to read, but it says, the Pericle app says, do you want to go back 1 story? Warning, you are only allowed 1 undo, so only use this if you accidentally made the wrong choice. So in general, you're really not supposed to undo things. It's more like, oh shoot, I really made a mistake. My God, I'm halfway through this chapter and let's go back. One other thing or a couple other things, there are a number of chapters, and this is, as I understand it, the first chapter. So they will be releasing more. That they haven't given us an ETA yet. I think the writing, as I understand it, of the entire series or adventure is done. However, they're taking feedback and they're trying to make sure that they tweak things based on the feedback they're getting. So I don't know when the next one will come out. I don't know how long this plays. I've heard anywhere from like 2-3 hours to 5 or 6 hours. I've only gotten to this decision candidly, so I don't know how long it plays. But I'm really excited. I do a lot of solo stuff, so I'm really excited to play more. So that's it all. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to stop recording, and I'll upload this to YouTube. And if you want more, let me know. But accomplished what I wanted to. So thanks again for stopping by, all, and have a good rest of your evening.